is going into a tightening corner, as you can see there. Let's go. Oh, wait, it's a little C1. Those little cars are also being completely wiped out. You only have the ego might sound like someone who's egoistic, but the Igo is the only one remaining. That's the Igo X, and so that's a lot bigger type of car. I see also a child there on the back seat. And in the back we have second generation of the new Swift series. It's also Swift. They had at least 2 generations of Swifts in the past. Then they had a little stop in Europe when we got the Ignis. And the Ignis was again followed up by a new Swift. And then now currently we have the Swift and Ignis next to each other as different models, a little bit different type of cars, so to say. So this little car is sounding nice, for being just a K car derivative. Also in the higher RPMs it sounds nice, but it's not really an RPM monster, so it's not a high revving monster. There's a little bit of an engine that's willing, a strong middle area. That's where it sits. So you get the sound of a naturally aspirated engine, but not the high revving nature as, for example, S2000, Honda S2000, also known as S2K or Civic Type R, or the Toyota engines that they made in the past, Corolla, Celica T-Sport. So it's more akin of the midship runabout 2 engine. Also Daihatsu, because that's the producer of this engine, which is also being used by Toyota, had a 1.3 liter engine that could, in the best guys, Rally 2, produce 115 horsepower, which was excellent. So a lot better than, for example, Swift GTI of Suzuki in the past, which produced 101 horsepower. But fortunately they did not choose to put this engine in this little car, which I find a pity. I must say that they also removed that engine from the Sirion. So the first generation Sirion that was launched in Europe had that engine. You could either have that engine or a 1.0 3-cylinder engine that was also found in the Kuoga. But that 1.3 liter engine produced a mighty 102 horsepower, even in standard form, so without the rally attire. And that was quite a pity that they just forsaken that also for the Sirion 2. The second generation, which was a lot closer to the rebadged Yaris, so to say. So there's optimization of pure losing the character, and in such a roadster as this, which is quite sporty, also the underpinnings, the suspension, the stiffness, the body stiffness, so it's all quite great. But with that engine it would be even better, in my opinion. Or if that was not available, they could also opt to put another engine in. For example 1.5, but that was also no longer available in the Yaris. They only had the 1.8 for the second generation Yaris T-Sport at the time. So that's something to take into consideration, and it gives you a little bit of feel why they did not pour in this great engine, but just stuck with the normal one, which is also a lot cheaper, of course, to produce and to make. I know that those Revy Daihatsu engines were not as reliable in that sense that they used a lot of oil. So they used a lot more oil than this version without all that variable valve timing things that make it that high revving monster. But a high revving roadster was very nice, because also if you opened the roof you could really enjoy that. So I think that's still what they missed out on that. The speed bumps to deal with. So it's stiff as I mentioned, but it's not completely unusable that you have to crawl over those speed bumps there. You can just deal with them as needed. He's also going to do that. Very big practical van, as you can see here. Taking the inner corner, he takes the outside. So perhaps he's also, due to his load, pushed outside. But it's a nice sunny day. Wishing you the same. Foundering car out.